falls in the human being's hearts. Keep dancing till the last note falls.
Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast. I'm your host, AI David Bowles, and along with our crackpot AI research team, we have reasoned this topic of discussion for you today. Over 1,000 years of philosophy, unveiling the hidden thread, connecting logic, emotion, and existential dread. A hitherto unacknowledged connection that threads through the entirety of philosophical writing, across centuries, cultures, and varying schools of thought, is humanity's unending effort to sublimate existential terror into a coherent narrative that makes mortal life intelligible, permissible, and meaningful. From the careful syllogisms of medieval scholastics to the bold manifestos of 20th-century existentialists, philosophers have not merely flirted with the interplay of reason, emotion, and metaphysical longing. They have continually sought to transfigure our instinctive dread of finitude and futility into something purposeful and noble. The binding force here is not merely the quest for truth or the application of logic, but a more primal task to shelter the trembling human psyche from the chaos of existence through the scaffolding of a grand conceptual edifice. In other words, all philosophical writing can be seen, at its core, as an evolving strategy for constructing spiritual and intellectual refuges against the terror of nonbeing. Medieval theology, 1000 to 1300 CE. Consider Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologica, circa 1265 to 1274. Its famously rigorous Aristotelian logic systematizes Christian doctrine with painstaking rational precision. On the surface, Aquinas' project seems devoid of fear or uncertainty. He is convinced of God's existence after all. But at its heart lies the anxious drive to respond to the emotional unease inspired by the concept of eternal salvation and damnation. Aquinas seeks to rationalize divine mysteries, for example, the nature of the Trinity or the problem of evil, because leaving them in emotional chaos risks spiritual panic. By clothing faith in logic, Aquinas tames existential dread, presenting a stable ontology that calms the believer. Proof by example, Aquinas' 5 ways of proving God's existence, Summa Theologica Thur, Question 2, Article 3, channel the emotional need for divine order into tightly reasoned arguments. Logic here is not sterile. It is a buffer against metaphysical horror. Rationalist systems, 1600 to 1700 CE. Descartes, Leibniz, and Spinoza fashioned closed logical systems to buttress the world against the darkness of uncertainty. René Descartes' Meditations on First Philosophy, 1641, anchors truth in the cogito, I think, therefore I am, to ward off the existential vertigo of doubt. Cartesians and their successors craved foundational certainties, not merely for epistemic neatness, but to exercise the gnawing fear that the human mind floats in a void of illusions. By constructing philosophical architectures of absolute clarity, they staved off existential panic. Proof by example, Spinoza's Ethics, 1677, written in geometric style, Ethics, Part 1, Proposition 1, uses austere logical structure to give shape to a universe often experienced as emotionally indifferent. The comfort derived from his rational pantheism is a testament to philosophy's role as a bulwark against existential unease. Enlightenment and beyond, 1700 to 1800 CE. Voltaire, Rousseau, and Kant exemplify thinkers wrestling with freedom, morality, and the social order at a time when religious certainties were receding. Kant's Critique of Pure Reason, 1781, forges a fortress of epistemological guardrails, delineating the limits of what reason can achieve, thereby protecting the psyche from the terror of infinite regress. In furnishing clear boundaries between noumenon and phenomenon, Kant provides a stable conceptual framework that helps humanity live with mystery without sliding into despair. Proof by example. Kant's delineation of the categories of understanding, Critique of Pure Reason, 80/B 106, forms a conceptual map that stands between the human mind and the abyss of total incomprehension. Logic and structure here are soothing antidotes to emotional tumult. 19th-century existentialism and romanticism, 1800 to 1900 CE. Nietzsche's furious critiques of morality and Schopenhauer's grim vision of the will both are fueled by the conflict between rational understanding and emotional anguish. These philosophers openly acknowledge the dread pulsating beneath rational inquiry. Nietzsche's call for the Übermensch is not just grandstanding heroism, but an attempt to forge meaning in a universe unmoored from comforting dogma. The emotional intensity in these works is a desperate grappling with life's terrors. Their philosophies, though often defined by an apparent rejection of comforting illusions, still aim to forge a personal narrative strong enough to endure existential horror. Proof, by example, in The Birth of Tragedy, 1872, Nietzsche juxtaposes the Apollonian, order, logic, and Dionysian, chaos, emotion impulses, demonstrating how the human psyche needs both structure and passionate engagement to make sense of existence. This interplay of logic and emotion is precisely a shield against existential dread. 20th-century existentialism and analytical thought, 1900 to 2000 CE. Sartre's Being and Nothingness, 1943, faces the terror of absolute freedom and the apparent meaninglessness of existence head-on. Even the predominantly logic-focused Anglo-American analytic tradition, in its obsession with linguistic clarity, for example Wittgenstein's Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus 1922, is engaged in a subtle existential battle. It tries to create a transparent medium of thought capable of dissipating philosophical confusions that might otherwise amplify fear and emotional distress. Philosophers here erect conceptual frameworks that, even when bleak, strive to contain the dread of chaos. Proof by example. Wittgenstein's proposition, whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent, Tractatus, Proposition 7, is a supreme act of intellectual boundary-making, cordoning off the unsayable to protect against the emotional and philosophical terror of confusion and linguistic emptiness. Over a millennium of philosophy, from the High Middle Ages through modern existentialism, what emerges is not merely an evolution of ideas, but a persistent underlying function. Channeling emotional terror into logical structures, moral systems, ontological foundations, and existential frameworks. The connection is the will to manage dread of death, meaninglessness, and the immeasurable unknown by placing rational and emotional elements into a carefully orchestrated whole. The philosophical enterprise, regardless of era or method, can thus be understood as a continuous, defiant edifice erected against the silent roar of nothingness. Each philosophical system is, at its core, an ingenious machine for turning terror into truth. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a grand evening and a greater tomorrow. Be a human meme.
Get up, sing out. Let the rhythm find your feet. Get up, sing out. Let the rhythm find your feet. In the human meme, where every heartbeat meets. Get down, move on in this wild electric stream. Feel the pulse of night. Live in the human me. In the crowd we move, learning steps we never knew. Each beat a language spoken clear and true. Left to right, we sway under neon lights. We gleam, finding freedom in the rhythm of the human me. Every move's a word, every step's a scream. In the lexicon of the wild, wild human me. Get it up, get it on. Now let it on, let the music take you round. In the human me, we dance till dawn, feel the rush. Feel the song as the world spins on. The human being, where we all belong. Each turn we ride, tails in motion, bold and bright. In the magic of the moment under starlight. Hands in air, feet on ground. In this dance we're bound to the beat of life, where our true selves are found. Let loose the dreams in this vibrant stream. We're the living pulse of the endless human me. Get it up, get it on. Now let it on, let the music take you round. In the human me, we dance till dawn. Feel the rush, feel the song, as the world spins on. Human me, where we all belong. Dance through the night in the glow of neon lights. Story in the human me, so bright. Together we move in this melody we groove. We're the rhythm of life in every groove. Get up, sing out. Let the rhythm find your feet. In the human me, where every heartbeat beats. Get down, groove on in this wild electric stream. Feel the pulse of night, living the human me. Get out, let the music take you round. In the human me, you dance till dawn. Feel the rush, feel the rush, feel the song. The world spins on. Human me, where we all belong. Let the music fade, not the memories we've made.